What's up, y'all? It's me, D, aka Ball Hopper. And I came out here to the nature park where I live, and I just had to show y'all these pretties. I was gonna get out here and catch them in the sunlight, and we are indeed in the sunlight as well as they. And that tree, sorry tree, you're kind of a bummer right now, but I love you, tree, you know. And the tree's like, it can't help it. It's blocking the light. There. Oh, it's like a little sunflower in the sunshine in summertime. And shit, man, I guess the living's about as easy as it gets, you know. That's kind of how it goes, you know. The living is, how about summertime? And the living is, man, the living is. But if you're in the summertime, then you're ahead of the game, because summertime is where it's at. I mean, most of the game is trying to get to the summertime, you know. Yeah, here we are. Blue skies, smiling at all of us. I just had to turn on the camera, say hello, and say we're just out here to, well, you know, we don't have any damn agenda. And that's why we started out with a little nature walk, you know, because why not? Take time to ogle the pretty yellow flowers, you know. I didn't smell them this time. I didn't eat any of them this time. I have, though. I like to eat flowers. Flowers like to be eaten. That's a little known fact. They like to be appreciated on many levels, you know. Now, for the most part, you should not uproot flowers, you know, but if there's a big old freaking like valley of flowers, you know, they actually want you to take some to go. They want you to. They want you to. They like to spread the joy, see. Flowers are a beautiful thing. You know, plants, nature, yada yada. All that good stuff. Which brings us to tennis. Speaking of good stuff, just out here to hit the ball. Shit, man, there's like, yeah, no reason to come out here with a tennis racket and a tennis ball otherwise. Well, I could think of a few, but they'd be kind of fantastic. So, where am I going to put you guys? I don't know. I'll face you that way, because this is a family-friendly show, and you guys don't need to see me consuming anything controversial. Well, I hit the tennis ball. You might be able to see me in the shadow, I don't know. I got underwear, I can't worry about it. Whatever it is, I can't worry about it. You know, people, we actually weren't put here to worry. I think I was told that before, and I've probably been told that since. Don't get me wrong, I've probably also been told that, damn it, man, you should be worried. You should be really worried. But you know, it's kind of like all the worrying you can do in life is only there so that you can learn to stop doing it. And that's kind of stupid, and I'll say dissatisfying, but at least getting to that point beats worrying. It does. If you're like me, you may also have to get over some resentment of all the time you spent worrying when it was totally pointless. But we're going to come to it. That's just another form of worrying. Well, sooner or later, you let it go. I'm not saying you have to let it go. I'm not saying there is actual marijuana in this cigarette. I'm not saying that, you know. Well, by now, it's legal in most states. And if it's not, it should be. And I would say eventually it will be, but hey, maybe the country needs some states that are stridently archaic. Keeps things in balance. Well, it's a beautiful day. We could call this the meandering tennis show because you know what? What's it all about, really? Is it about taking a beautiful day like this and getting out there and pushing your nose up against some grindstone? Sure, I guess it's good to have a work ethic or a game plan or, you know, some discipline, but it's better just to be motivated, you know? And if your motivation is to relax and listen to the fucking birds singing and stand in the sunshine for a minute and just appreciate being alive, because just stopping and appreciating being alive is underrated, you know? It really is. It has been by me, okay? I'm not saying I'm any different than anybody. I'm pretty sure everybody is different than everybody. But you could say, you know, that's one of the things that unites us all, and there are so many things. There's some Mormons over there. I hope they don't come this way. I'll have to convert them to playing two-fisted tennis. So. Well, it's kind of better that I'm left alone. I'm not going to take pot shots at the Mormons. I don't need to. Oops. I think I just took a pot shot at the Mormons. That's alright. It's alright, man. Mormons are just alright with pot shots. They are, man. Because they're cool, man. I'm not saying they're cool, but, you know, they're cool that way. Okay. It's what it means to be a Mormon. Come on. It's like putting on a bow tie with polka dots on it. I dig that John Smith, though. Man, that dude was some sort of freaking genius. That dude had a cool life. And, you know, I think he was thinking, you know, this circus isn't going to go on after me. And then it kind of did, which, you know, that was the biggest surprise. But anyway, enough about all that. I'm a Rastafarian. I love y'all. I'm not saying there's any actual marijuana in this cigarette. It's taken me like 20 minutes to finish smoking it. Whatever that tells you. Tells you I'm adrift. But all who are adrift are not at sea. Ah, that was good. It's a variation on that bumper sticker about people who wander. It's something out of a Cheech and Chong movie. He gets stuck to your lip. Oh, and they smoke marijuana cigarettes in those movies. I'll tell you, no real marijuana was consumed on the set during the making of these films. No, they won't even tell you that. Why would they tell you that? Okay, enough jibba jabba. Let's hit the tennis ball a little. You know, we'll just keep it kind of back here. Some shows, you get on them and maybe they're supposed to be giving you tips, or maybe they're supposed to be talking psychology. I can talk some psychology, you know. I can give a good pep talk. Doesn't mean I always will, you know. Here's your fucking pep talk. I'm not your mom. All right. Here's your tip. Here's your tip of the day. If you want to improve at tennis, how to improve your game. Stop watching YouTube and go out and hit the ball, okay? Now, I practice that, okay? I practice that. And that said, I watch a hell of a lot of YouTube, okay? I love YouTube, all right? I think YouTube is really one of mankind's all-time greatest inventions. I do. I think it's this beautiful sort of wide open platform for people to post shit. Yeah, nobody can argue with that, right? Yeah. Now, there are rules. There are rules in YouTube. That was a play on one of the villains in Die Hard, who said, "You won't hurt me." And then John McClane said, "Yeah, why not?" And the villain said, "Because you are a policeman. There are rules for policemen." And then Captain McClane says, "It's not Captain McClane. Oh, Sergeant McClane. Shit, I don't know. Officer McClane. Beat Cop McClane." He says, "Anyway, I ruined it, okay? I ruined it. You have to tell a joke a certain way. You have to reenact a movie scene a certain way. It's all about rhythm, you know. It's like that with everything. It's like that with tennis. It's like that with relationships. It's like that with comedy." Long story short. That'll be a new fashion staple. Probably out of Britain, the long story shirt. It'll be a shirt with really long tails. And I don't know, it might be attributed to somebody named Story. But it would be spelled Storie. And it would be a proper name. Watch, they'll come out with that. They'll come out with that shit. You watch. God dang it. Every time I try and be cool and look at the camera, I fuck up, see? That's what happens. And then there are times that you don't fuck up. And maybe you should have, like when you're being, I don't know. You know, I'm going to have to watch the footage again before I say that. I've seen people do some things in tennis that look really cool, but then, and if they succeed, even better, you know. If they don't succeed, then they get points for trying, and oh, they almost pulled off something really cool. But if they actually do it, sometimes they had to Other times they're accused of showmanship. Okay, you want an example. I'm not going to say any examples of who or what, but you're running for a cross-court forehand. You're fairly deep in the court and it comes across the net, and it's coming like in pretty direct trajectory to you, right? And you're in motion. Maybe you have the option of hitting with a forehand. Maybe you have the option of doing something else, which is like leaping off of your back foot and hitting the ball between your legs as you sail past it and meet it on its course. I don't even know if I could do that here, but see, you risk hurting yourself. For one thing, you risk looking like an idiot. But if it was your only option and you pull it off, you look like a fucking superstar, right? Unless it wasn't your only option and you only did that crazy shit in the first place to show off. And then you succeed, and then you remember that your opponent is from the country that you're playing in, and everybody's rooting for him, and he's already losing to you badly, and he already looks kind of downtrodden and humiliated, and then you do that. Well, then when you go on and like lose the next match in the final, nobody feels that bad about it, except maybe you, and then maybe you reflect on that one moment when you did that thing, and you think, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe that's what wrecked it all for you. Maybe that was, I'm willing to give anybody that's had that experience the benefit of the doubt and say it was their only choice. And kudos to them for winning the point, and I'm glad that they made it to the final. It's an impressive enough accomplishment in itself, and we're going to let bygones be bygones, and the next time that ball comes your way, you fucking spread those legs and put that racket between them, and yeah, you win that point. It's a good drill. It's just switching hands every shot. It's not rocket science, but it's good at getting practice at doing the quick exchanges. Sometimes you forget, then you end up doing the two-handed thing, which is cool. Oops, sometimes you just don't have enough time, and you end up not switching. In other words, there's no wrong way to fucking do it. There's no wrong way to fucking do it. There's no wrong way to fucking do it. The only wrong way to do it is to fucking not do it. It's just like the opposite of nuclear war. Tennis is the wellspring of all fucking creation. That's why we love it. Now, ideally, I say this. And I'm gonna have to tighten my belt, polish my fucking boots, or stand up straight, whatever it is I need to do, because I'm serious. I'm getting serious about this now. And if I say it would be ideal, then I need to step up and start meeting that ideal and actually concentrate on doing it instead of saying it would be nice. Basically, when what you're saying is, it would be nice to always hit the ball over the net. That's too lackadaisical an attitude. Instead, it's like, the priority is to hit the ball over the net, okay? Hit the ball over the net. I would rather hit the ball long than into the net any day. And therefore, I gotta learn to pick it up a little bit, okay? I gotta learn to pick it up a little bit. Even when you're standing this close to the wall, you can't be playing it down there because those shots are probably going into the net. So these are just things to keep in mind when you're playing solo, like I'm out here doing now and doing these drills, is you do want to practice doing what you're going to want to do when it's not practice. Now that's whoops. In other words, you don't want to be out here practicing the wrong thing, but there is another principle that supersedes that, which is as long as you're out here, you're already so doing the right thing that whatever you do while you're out here, it doesn't really matter. You just keep coming out, and anything that's wrong is going to right itself as long as you're kind of determined and leaning that way. Whoops. Now, I've made so many caveats to what I was originally going to say that I don't remember what it was, except maybe it was, fucking don't worry about it. If this is something you enjoy, just get out here and do it. Do it with a mind for improvement. Don't worry too much about the details. It's going to come fucking naturally. And you know why that is? Because that's the goal. The goal is to work really hard until it's natural. It seems kind of contrary. Like, you could just come out here, maybe some people do, maybe some people are just fucking naturals. I suspect it probably is that way with some people and some things more than others and other things. But here's the thing in life. If you find something you enjoy doing, just keep doing it. You know, it doesn't matter really where it seems to be going, because once you've become that success in every field and accomplished everything that you set out to accomplish, then, you know, you done that, and you're, you know, sitting pretty, living easy. That's your best case scenario. You're still gonna need things to do. You're still gonna need to find something to do to fill your day. And if you're lucky, I would think if you're lucky, if you're lucky, you're just somebody who's happy. If you're happy, you're lucky, right? That's the best you can be, is happy. If you happen to be somebody who enjoys a challenge, to be happy, you're going to need something to do that challenges you, something you can improve at day by day, month by month, year by year. Yeah, indefinitely, really, until you've mastered the thing. And, I heard some hogwash about 10,000 hours. Shit, I could spend 10,000 hours working on my serve alone and probably not master it. Or I could spend 200 hours just fucking around out here and get way, 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 way better. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe the thing we're really trying to master is getting better. Trying to master getting better at things. Improving, always, always, always. Checking to see if the camera is still on. Whoa, miracle of miracles. It's still on. Okay, this is one of our longer clips. I'm talking to myself here. I am the student. I am Ball Hoppa. I am the student. I am still fucking... I'm like Luke, when Yoda's like, this guy's too fucking angry. Dude, I don't think we should trade him. That's what they fucking said about Anakin too. And, oh my god, imagine if it worked out different. It would have been now the two of them all over again. Father and son ruling the universe. Well, didn't work out that way. And then Leonard Cohen has the nerve to say that good guys lost. Well, he's dead now, which proves nothing. Oh, see, there's that neat two-headed thing. Did you guys see that? Yeah. I'm acting like I invented the two-handed back hair. All right, let's go for the fucking left-handed tweener while we're at it. Because I haven't done anything show-stopping out here today. But, you know, it's not always about that. It's just about kicking it. Trying to let yourself cut loose a little bit. Trying to let, all of the tension fly. Ooh, evaporate. Be gone, dispelled. What's that word? Exorcised, yeah. We're doing a little exorcism. We're killing the demons, man. Well, I don't know if you're killing them or if you just get rid of them. I guess as demons go, you know, demons, they're probably like immortal. So all you can do is chase them fucking off. But, at least that's how it is right now, you know. I'm cool with it, whatever, as long as everything's in fucking balance. I don't care if it all goes up in flames. I'll tell you the truth. It's all the same, y'all. It's all the same. It's all the same. And it's taken me a long time to actually settle into that non-reality. The non-reality of whatever you call this, you know. Call it what you will. Call it what you will. Oh yeah, the tweener. The left-handed tweener. I'm not gonna do it there. Let's see. I'm not giving myself a lot of room here either. No. Hey, who says it's not allowed to bounce first? I mean, after you hit it, right? Let's try that again. And we're going to do this right. Because we're still out here doing this at all. In the spirit of shenanigans, in other words. You know, we're going to give this the old college try. Seriously, okay. Today's the day, y'all. Actually, I think I've done it before. I don't think this will... I think the day already came, you know, it hadn't come today, you know, and it's important to come every day. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really saying that, but I don't know what you're hearing. Let's see. How do you do that? Let's see. First of all, higher toss. Let's see. I missed. Just for kicks, I'm going to try the right-handed tweener. See if I can get an idea. Hey, yeah, okay. I see. And that was it. I saw. I was looking. Okay. Okay. And I'm not going to try that anymore today. Because what this does tell me is a little bit about the physical or non-physical, because nothing is really physical. It's all energy. It's all energy therapy. I'm doing some energy work, but it's not really work. The work is letting the energy do the work. And I'm learning. And I'm not really learning, but I'm becoming open to the knowledge. And when I'm done, I'll know everything. And most of it, you know. But a lot of it, hey, yeah. And that's the stuff I'll focus on, you know. The good stuff. Focus on the good stuff. If there was a lesson in today's show, let's focus on the good stuff. And just keep doing. Just keep doing. You're doing good. Just keep doing.